What's up, everyone? It's your boy Norn Radd89 here, bringing you another video today to talk about one of my favorite horror films of all time. Definitely my favorite haunted house, like possession, supernatural type film, like that kind of subgenre of horror. This is definitely my favorite film, and we're going to be talking about Poltergeist 1982, directed by Tobe Hooper. Oh, man, this is just a glorious movie because every time I return to it, it's such a comfort film. So I love something more every time I return to it. And today, like I said, we're going to talk about this is just a retrospective review, talking about my love, my passionate feelings about this film because pretty soon I'm going to be doing my top 10 ranking of this subgenre of horror, of like haunted house, ghost type story films. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel and like and subscribe. So let's get into this video. Roll it. Poltergeist is directed by Tobe Hooper and written by Steven Spielberg. There's some other writers involved in this too as well, but those are our main creators, and you can tell for sure because Tobe Hooper, in terms of the cinematography, the direction, the special effects, practical effects, it definitely leans more into the Tobe Hooper type realm, but the characters, the family dynamic, and the writing in this film is very Steven Spielberg style, and you can feel it because it just has a homey type feel to it. It feels natural. It feels real. The family and the like. That's what I mean. It's one of my favorite things. Like I said, the family dynamic between all of them. Plus, they're a Rams family, and I'm a huge Rams fan, so that automatically, like, that's a huge thing that's gonna pull me in. And this is one of those movies that I saw probably around the time of like 9 or 10. I was probably around that age when I first saw this film, and it wasn't my favorite film back then or one of my favorites, but it grew on me over the years and years. It just grew on me and grew on me. And like I said, it's one of those movies that every time I find something new about it, be it the score, which is fantastic. Like the score, the way it takes you through the film. Like I said, it has a natural kind of somber, nice vibe to it, but then there's a haunting type vibe to it as well. And like it assists in building the atmosphere in all the scenes. Another thing is our cast, Heather or Rick, Joe Beth Williams, Craig T. Nelson, like all of them, like Zelda Rubinstein, like all of them fantastic. I like all the characters in this movie. I feel like they're real characters, and I don't want anything bad to happen to this family. And when Zelda's character comes into the mix, and she's that clairvoyant one that they bring in to help find Heather's character, Carol Ann, when she gets sucked in and taken by the spirits, and she's like in the house. Oh man, her presence on screen, like, just she commands the screen and really does, like, you can feel it, like she knows something more, and she's like, all right, this chick is she's gonna get our daughter back. Like, I have all the confidence in the world in her. So yeah, this is one of those movies that, like I said, it just elicits so many emotions from me, like, because of it and how talented and how well done this movie is. It elicits physical and emotional responses from me, be it laughter, happiness, sadness, thrills, intrigue, all that kind of stuff. Be it scared, when I was young at that age, I'm pretty sure at like 9 or 10, I was probably a little bit scared with some of the scenes that happen in this movie. Probably specifically maybe that clown sequence when the brother gets attacked by the clown, or the tree. Like, those are some intense sequences that happen to the brother. But this is one of those movies, like I said, over the years, I just love it so much more. And like returning to it this time, it's just, I appreciate the characters and the way they just, all the chemistry between everybody, and even the team of like the people trying to film and the psychics trying to help the family out. Like, the chemistry just flows. Like, it's nostalgia when I watch this film too, because I've watched it with so many people. So when I watch it, I remember all those times watching this movie, and like the special effects have this kind of Ghostbuster almost type vibe to it with the spirits, and like when they're watching the spirits come down the stairwell and stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of iconic moments and imagery in this film. I would probably classify this as one of those horror films that probably didn't need a sequel. This first film does everything you really want in the movie, and it successfully does it and has a great third act, and the payoff is worth it. So this is totally one of those films that didn't need any sequels. But I do have some fun with Poltergeist the Other Side, even though it kind of retcons stuff from this first film. I do have some fun with that film. There's things that happen in the Poltergeist 2, The Other Side, that just are I like. And like me being a horror fan, I watch tons of horror, and if I know it's a franchise, I'm gonna dive into it all the way. Even if people tell me they're awful or that movie sucks, like I'm gonna go watch it because I want to experience the whole franchise and see what it has to offer. You know what I mean? Because like I'm a huge Jason fan, and there's freaking 12, 13 of those movies, 12 of those movies, and I'm always returning to watch Jason. So I can handle three Poltergeist movies, but that third Poltergeist film, I didn't really like that film. There's a lot of problems with that one where we're not really talking about those ones. But yes, this first film, I highly recommend going out to check this film out because it's one of those movies that all of it, just all the effects, the practical effects, like I said, the characters, the dialogue, the actors and actresses, the direction of our director, and the writing of Steven Spielberg all couple that together in a ball, and it creates this amazing piece of cinema. And like I said, Poltergeist is so unique. I return to this so much more often than The Exorcist or Conjuring or Paranormal Activity. Like I said, this is my movie I return to. So, coming up soon when we're doing my top 10 in the subgenres of like haunted house type films, Poltergeist is going to be pretty high up there because I'm already talking very highly of it and all that. But these are just my opinions and my thoughts on this film because I love everything about this. I can't really think of a negative about this movie. Like every time I watch it, like I feel it. I feel the emotions. I feel engaged in the film. Or it's a comfort movie. Like I'll be sad and it just makes me happy because I know exactly what's going to happen. And it's just the moments, the dialogue, and especially that line by Heather Ulrich's character, Carol Ann, they're here. Like that's probably one of my favorite horror lines and iconic lines in horror history. So yeah, there's so much to love about this movie. And like I said, if you haven't seen it, definitely go watch this movie. I believe it's streaming right now on HBO Max. That's where you can check it out if you want to see this film. And man, it's so much to love. But these are just my thoughts, my opinions, and I would love to hear from all of you. Even if you don't like this movie or this isn't your jam, I would love to hear from all of you because we're all different. That's the best thing about us. But also, if you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe so you get more videos like this because we still got some more October left. It's not Halloween yet, so we're going to be having some more videos coming out pretty soon as well. And also, have a safe and happy day, everyone. Peace out.